4x Turbo Robot Review. Homepage in Vendor. The Turbo Robot homepage is signed with Jason Forts. At the beginning of the page, we see two nice graphs mentioned as 10-year backtests. Jason claims to be a trader and to guarantee profit. Unlike me, they don't trade, never did and never will. What I can guarantee is that with my highly consistent and profitable Forex robot, you'll make money, a lot of money consistently. Then there is another graph which should show recent performance on the GBP-USD pair. Unfortunately, there is not more information about these results. No complete backtest statement, not even a definition of the time windows used. A bit later we see an extract from a trading journal, which shows that the EA seems to have a nice risk-reward ratio of winning trades, 5 times higher than losing once, but then in the section which describes the difference to other robots we found this one. Since Turbo Robot has a money management feature built in, it will only enter in a trade when the perfect conditions arrive. What the heck has money management to do with entry criteria? This does not match to that one. Turbo Robot is one of the few robots built by a Forex trader who's been making a living from it, and he still trades not for the money, but for the pleasure of winning. Delivery. As owner of Turbo Robot, you get the Turbo Robot Expert Advisor, one compiled .ex4 file, plus one .dll library file, a 23-page PDF manual. Installation license. The installation needs to be done manually by copying the delivered files. This is described in the manual and not difficult to follow, but there is one missing information in the manual: the time frame to put the robot on. In the example shown in the manual, it is shown running on H1, but the vendor later told us to use it on the daily time frame. To run the EA, a username and password needs to be entered into the properties. Beside that, there seems not to be any limitation in the use of the robot. How does it work? Turbo Robot only trades during a certain period of the day. It seems to enter new trades based on price action and exit the positions using a fixed take-profit stop-loss and a trailing stop. Settings, money management, broker requirements. The documentation of this robot is very weak. The first interesting thing was which time frame to use for the robot in the manual. It is shown on H1, but the vendor told us to use the daily time frame. The next question is the definition of the trade window. There is a start hour and stop hour in the settings of the robot, but it's nowhere mentioned what time zone this setting is expecting. After many mails, the vendor told us that he is using Alpari UK, so this settings seems to be for GMT +1. There is not GMT offset setting, so the start hour and stop hour needs to be adapted to the actual broker time, as we don't see that it's doing it automatically. The EA only offers a manual specification of a fixed lot size. 4 to 5-digit price quotes are automatically supported, but the robot does not work on ECN brokers which require market orders. Conclusion. All our backtest results are bad. The vendor replies to mails, but the answers are not very helpful. We have not been able to reproduce the almost perfect backtest results he published on the homepage and in the manual. We asked multiple times to get the full backtest report from the vendor, including settings and parameters, but this question has never been answered. Trading with 10 pips SL and 50 pips TP sounds really great, but to trade 10 pips SL on a daily time frame does not sound realistic to us. Overall, we decided not to test this EA on our live accounts. For more information, visit www.4xProject.com.